Let's play a game of Stackronym. The aim of the game is to guess 6 words in 6 tries. The 6 words are made up of 1 horizontal word and then 5 vertical words that start with each letter of the horizontal word. So let's make our first guess. My starting word is always raise, so we'll use that as the horizontal word. And now we'll fill in the verticals. So for this example, I'll choose Roman, avert, ingot, spoke, and event. Once we have our full grid, I'll hit enter. And now we have some feedback based on our previous guesses. We know that the 4th letter S is in the right spot because it's green. We also know that A is in the horizontal word, but currently it's in the wrong spot. We can also look at the keyboard for some extra clues, and you'll see here that A is currently showing as this light red colour. This means it can't go in our first letter spot here that we're currently guessing. We know that because A is not in our vertical word Roman, so A can't be in this column. Let's try another guess. I'll put toast in for the horizontal word, so I'll put T, O, and you'll see here that A on our keyboard now shows as gold because A can go in this column. So for the horizontal word, it's important to keep an eye on the keyboard every time you enter a letter. If we also look at our vertical word here, we can see that N and G are correct. So with A at the start, this vertical word could be something like anger, so all the signs are pointing to A being in this spot. We already know that S goes in this next letter. And on the final letter, we have a yellow T on the keyboard here. This is because T is gold in our vertical word. So we know that T is somewhere in this column. And it could be the starting letter. It might not be, but it could be. In this case, it fits quite nicely for toast, so let's give it a try. So now we need some vertical words that fit with this feedback. I'll try truck because we know that R is in this column somewhere. Octet fits quite nicely with the T at the end here, and we know that E is in the column somewhere. We'll try anger, like we said for this one. Then we know P is in this next word and O is already in the correct spot, so we'll try stomp, and that fits. Finally, we'll put tepid and hit enter. Okay, so we're making progress. We've now got all the letters of our horizontal word except for the start letter. If we look at the keyboard again, we can see that we have a yellow C and U because they're gold in our vertical word for this column. The letter R isn't yellow because we already know it's not in our horizontal word thanks to our first guess, and that's why it's greyed out. So for our first letter, we know it's not U because that wouldn't make a valid word. It could be B to create boast, but I'm going to chance the yellow letter because C does fit to create coast, and we know that C is in this column somewhere because it's yellow. So for the verticals, I'll do curve. It's not octet, but onset fits with our greens here. It's not anger, but we got the gold E, so it could be angle. Let's put scoop for this one because that fits. And finally, let's put teach, which fits with the green TE at the start here. Nice, so that last guess was very close. We now have the horizontal word and it's auto-filled for us. The only word we haven't got is this first one. So let's guess again with curly, and the rest autofill because they're correct. So let's press enter, and there we have it. We guessed all 6 words in 4 guesses. So that's Stackronym. There's a new Stackronym every day, and there's also an archive of all the old games too, so you can practice your skills. If you like the game, please do consider supporting it by sharing it with your friends.